to the next game. Patriots, Bengals. Okay. I'm actually impressed with how both teams played. I know that sounds crazy, especially if you're a Bengals fan. It's not like you guys were 100% going into this game. Obviously the whole Jamar Chase situation, then the T. Higgins with the injury or the hamstring or whatever. You don't have Joe Mixon anymore. You got Zach Moss, which is not a downgrade. Well, yeah, it is a downgrade. I'm sorry. It is. It is. So you got a lot of things going on. Was he gonna play? Was he not gonna play? Is Joe Burrow hurt? Is he not hurt? All these things that you had going on, and for you to manage the game and lose by 6 points, I'm not too mad about that. Now, as for the Patriots, I'm okay with it because Ramondre Stevens basically just saved you yesterday in that game. He actually, if you play FanDuel, he was like my sleeper pick. Like I was kind of on the cusp about moving him out the lineup, so I was paying up to get Tyreek Hill, and that motherfucker paid off. And I said, "Hey, you know what, man? We getting that steak hibachi today on Ramondre. Appreciate you." But anyways, what I'm saying is like watching the Patriots play. It's going to be a lot of old school football, slow. Their defense is for real. Matt Judon is gone, but it doesn't look like they missed a beat. I think the Bengals have a subpar offensive line now. I know they drafted some in this draft when I was very proud of. I talked about it. Video's still up. But I think this game was more of how resilient the Bengals are, and then of course a game where the step that the Patriots are coming into the new era of Gerard. So I really like both scenarios. It was kind of one of those respectable losses, but also a great win for both teams. Now, if we're talking X's and O's, I'm not going to say that quarterback play was amazing on both sides because it really wasn't. You know what I mean? I don't even think any of them threw a touchdown yesterday. So with that being said, it says a lot right there. It really came down to the run game. And like I mentioned already with Ramondre Stevens, 25 attempts, a 120 yards. Run defense for the Bengals. Golly, what happened to it? What happened? What happened? You know what I mean? So, and then of course, obviously receiving, there was nothing for the Patriots. It was very one-dimensional. They ran the ball. They let you know it was coming down your throat. Zach Moss, on the other hand, for the Bengals, not too bad. 944. For now, he's becoming the premier back. Usually, he's obviously, when he was with Buffalo and with the Colts, he was obviously there for subpar reasons, but now he's actually the guy because Mixon is gone. A lot of departures, too, like I said, for the Bengals. They're just trying to find out who is who, what is what, how we're going to utilize it. And I think next week, once they get Chase and they get, Higgins back, they'll probably lose next week, too. They'll probably lose next week. I don't know who they play, but it just comes with the nature of, understanding and timing. A lot of these guys missed a lot of training camp. A lot of these guys missed a lot of, the regular drills and stuff like that. Yeah, you could be a freak of nature all outside of practice, but when you come back to practice and you don't really know what the coach's schemes are going to be because you miss so much, that kind of plays a part in how you go about things. So, as we saw today, a lot of miscues for the Bengals. However, Jamar Chase didn't look too bad. 6 for 62, which is an average in the NFL. Obviously, he is above average, top 5 receiver in the league. So yeah, I get that, but still, for them to do what they did and the time that they did, it didn't look bad. Now, respectfully, I'm gonna jump to the Patriots again, and I'm gonna say this: I do believe that you should have started Drake May for the simple fact because you got to know what you're getting into, and I think that with the same thing, and we're gonna touch on the Bears, touch on Washington, touch on the Broncos. These teams are already invested. They want to know what the rookies can do, because you don't want to be stuck on a guy and have that what if, I don't know, wondering. Yeah, and then I know it's only one game, but at least you picked them at pick 3. You know what I'm saying? You took him at 3, so I expect him to play, and I'll dive into that too more and more, but. Just as the season goes on, I want to see. I know it might have been an injury, whatever the buzz was, the rumor was. Once he's 100%, get his ass on the field because he was pick number 3. That's all I'm going to say about that one on that. Now, next game we got